just a quick one. If you've got some cash kicking around, why not invest in the corporate facility? We can always use more resource, and we can be helpful in hitting your goals. Cheers.
No pit stops, no strategy, it's all about the pace today. Qualifying day here at the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Well, what happened? Let me know you're okay.
With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of Formula One action. We're not expecting too many retirements at this circuit. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher, who made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. 14 corners then for our drivers to navigate at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring today. It's 6 lefts and 8 rights around a lap here, with average speeds in the region of 120 miles per hour. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Tsunoda, Charles Leclerc and Russell, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Sainz and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Albon, Ocon, Gabriel Bortoleto and Behrman, Doohan, Gasly, Nico Hülkenberg and Lance Stroll, Hadjar, Lawson, Martins and Ritomo Miata rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me for the first time this season here in the commentary box, Naomi Schiff. Hello, Gnomes. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
It's a very special time for the drivers. It's almost like everything around you slows down and you become hyper-aware. So your nerves slightly go up, your adrenaline's going up. It's the perfect time to start focusing on your visualizations and preparing for the race. So you want to avoid distractions and really stay cool, calm and focused.
Try to put the starting position out of your mind and just focus on the race ahead. We can still do a good job here today. Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen, he takes victory.
There was never a moment of doubt today. You could tell that they completely had it under control, and that is a sign of greatness.
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. And for those that have missed the Dutch national anthem, fear not, it's back again, because Max Verstappen is back on the top step. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Okay, boss. Advanced talks have gone well, I must say. We're now at the stage where we can meet face-to-face again with them if you'd like. The agenda today will be trying to reduce some of their expectations, get a better deal for us. And, of course, we can always delay.
Okay, Chief. We've just completed the research for an upgrade, and it's now ready for development. Be sure to check in at the
Getting close to an alignment with their side now. There's still a long way to go, and obviously, before we sign anything, we need to iron out the details.
Hey, boss. Just a reminder that we need to comply with the sports cost cap. We can spend, but only to a point. We'll need to keep abreast of our outgoings to ensure that we're within the rules. Or else we'll be in... Hey, me again. Got another question for you.
Hey, Chief. Just a reminder to kick off some research projects. We don't want to fall behind our rivals, and we haven't got anything in the pipeline at the moment. Thanks.
Just look at that sea of orange. No surprises if I tell you we're here in Holland at Zandvoort for the Max Verstappen celebration party. It's a quick track and perfect for high speeds, high stakes qualifying. Welcome along to the Dutch Grand Prix qualifying day. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Welcome along then to the North Sea coast and to the Zandvoort circuit. We're 25 miles away from Amsterdam for today's Dutch Grand Prix. It's a race the great Jim Clark won on 4 occasions, leading for an astonishing total of 370 laps. Zandvoort circuit has 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes throughout the 2.6-mile lap. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Albon, Sainz, Yuki Tsunoda, and Fernando Alonso. Leclerc, Norris, Hamilton, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Piastri, Ocon, Lance Stroll, and Hülkenberg. Behrman, Bortoleto, Pierre Gasly, and Isaac Hadjar. Miata, Doohan, Martins, and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me for this afternoon's commentary, Naomi Schiff. Good afternoon, Gnomes. Now, Ant, I could go on for hours, and I probably will, about the atmosphere here today, the sea of orange, this Dutch Formula One festival. But once you're in the cockpit, once the visor's down, what are the challenges for the drive?
Well, what an incredible circuit. It feels just like a roller coaster. This track has some extreme banking that if you walk the track, you almost feel like you're horizontal. It also has some blind corners, so make sure you're not looking at the nose of your car and that you're looking far ahead. And if you look far enough past the Orange Army, you might even spot the beach.
Okay, mate, that was an illegal manoeuvre. You've got to cede that position or we'll receive a penalty. Okay, be very careful. The floor's incurred Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
Well, that's 2 wins in a row for them now. That's really going to help them gain confidence and start to build that momentum that they're really going to be looking for.
And it's time for that special moment for our special 3 today. The podium awaits our top 3 finishers. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Just a reminder that we've still got space in the car for some more secondary sponsors. The more we have, the more revenue we'll generate.
They call it the Temple of Speed, and the pilgrims have come to worship. It's all about the speed today. Qualifying awaits us. Welcome to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix.
That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're okay.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. We're back in Italy once again for another round of the Formula One World Championship. And what a great race is in store for us today, here at the oldest circuit on the calendar, which hosted its first race all the way back in 1922. With top speeds up to 215 and an average lap speed of around 155 miles per hour, Monza's reputation as one of the fastest circuits in the sport is well earned. We have 11 corners on this 3.6-mile track, with the best overtaking chance coming into the heavy braking zone of the Turn 1 chicane. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Carlos Sainz and Ocon, Antonelli, Russell, Norris and Alex Albon, Gasly, Hülkenberg, Yuki Tsunoda and Fernando Alonso, Behrman, Bortoleto, Lance Stroll and Isaac Hadjar, Lawson, Doohan, Martins and Ritomo Miata rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend. Anthony Davidson. So here we are at Monza, Temple of Speed, lovely long straights, and well, that's it. It's easy, isn't it?
It's a little bit harder than that, Crofty, than you make out. I mean, yes, you do have those long straights, but it's linked by very tight, tricky corners. Big emphasis on braking zones around here as well, particularly into Turn 1. You decelerate at the 150-metre board down to the 50-metre board, and you'll scrub off easily over 150 miles an hour. So, yeah, it puts a lot of G-force on the drivers' bodies as they decelerate. And obviously, it throws up a big overtaking opportunity as well come race day.
I know you're gutted to be starting from here, but just focus on putting that and some other cars behind you. Good luck. That move was illegal, I'm afraid, mate. Return the position, give it back. Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD. VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Copy that. Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta. Okay, one stop to go, just one stop left in this strategy. Okay, we're more or less into the pit window now. If you want fresh rubber during the safety car, we're ready for you. Copy. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. Track is clear, green flag. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. The underbody's taken a little damage, just watch out for it. Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look. Confirmed. 16th, we got P16. Alonso's ahead of you. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Bortoletto's behind you now. You've got 4 laps until your pit window opens, and that's 14 laps to go. Stroll ahead. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. We think they've got 1 more stop. Time last lap, 1:34.7. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Your lap times are falling off now. We want you to pit for repairs. Box, box, box. Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon. Albon ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.3 seconds. Okay, Bortoletto behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps' time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Okay, over to... You've got to give that position back, mate. We're under safety car conditions and you can't overtake. Return the position. Return the position immediately or we're going to get penalised. There's no overtaking during the safety car period. You've got to give that position back, mate. We're under safety car conditions and you can't overtake. Return the position. Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature. And remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Return the position immediately or we're going to get penalised. There's no overtaking during the safety car period. Okay, clear. Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Charles Leclerc, what a drive, what a victory, he wins!
To do it as a team on home soil, that really means something special, and you can see how much it means to them, the drivers involved as well. Great job by them today, of course, as always, but for the fans watching on too, a great display of teamwork here today.
It's what they've all been racing towards, waiting for them. High above the pit lane is our podium. And for the lucky three, it's time to stand on it. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc, Charles Leclerc on top. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
I've just had the latest on this one.
Sorry to disturb. Need you for a moment, please, boss?
Okay, I'll be honest. These talks have been pretty painstaking, but we're making excellent progress. There are a few details to iron out, so when you're ready, start the meeting and we'll try to smooth over any final issues ahead of a potential deal.
And a warm welcome here ahead of qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Normally these streets are lined with vehicles, it's non-stop traffic jams, but today the roads are closed to everyone except the 20 best drivers in the world. It's time for qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. And a warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku and home, of course, to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today. So our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully out of the barriers. The Baku City Circuit measures roughly 6 kilometers and it's made up of 20 corners and 2 DRS zones. The circuit winds around the narrow city, through the old town and even brushes against the city's medieval walls. However, as beautiful as the setting is, this track is also a ferocious technical challenge, where the smallest of mistakes could lead to a catastrophic consequence for any one of our drivers. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Sainz, Alex Albon, and Fernando Alonso, Norris, Hamilton, Hülkenberg, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Behrman, Piastri, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Gasly, Tsunoda, Doohan, Isaac Hadjar, and Esteban Ocon, Martins, Miata, Lawson, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'd give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y, or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Okay, let's try not to worry about being down here at the back. You've got the speed, you've got the car, so just take it easy and the race will come to you. Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed. Are you all right? Engine off, engine off.
And Leclerc to the line, to the checkered flag. It's King Charles today. He wins.
And that's 2 wins in a row now, of course, Crofty. And it marks the fact that it's not a fluke. So, you know, their head's in the right space. What more can we see going forwards?
It's time to bring out the bubbly and spray it around. It's our podium celebrations. And that is a fabulous win. And the top step of the podium for Charles Leclerc. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Hey, boss. I've capped the personnel facility, as asked. We'll keep it that way until you tell us otherwise. Don't forget you can uncap it at any time once things improve.